Swish here again with some idle heroes, and it's been so long since my last recording. I don't know if that's gonna show on the date with the upload of the videos, because that could just be a day or two between this and the last video, but in reality it's been over 3 months. The last one was from anniversary, and now we are already in October. So I am very excited to be here again and making this video. The thing is, I haven't stopped playing the game in these couple of months. I just haven't been able to record or upload anything during this time. Also, during the summer month, everything in Idle Heroes has been very slow, not any really major events. So basically the account is almost exactly as it was in the last video 3 months ago. I don't think anything at all has happened. Our progress in Void campaign is the same, the team is the same. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 new 10-star heroes or something like that I just had to create for monthly or heroic miracle, you know. Just a quick update since last video as well is that I've been active every day. I've done the dailies, I've participated in events, but I have done it as a free-to-play that don't go in on events at all. No contract story gems, no resources. For example, if it's summoning, no summoning, you know, no profit orbs, no wishing coins, nothing like that. However, I have spent some gems during events to pick up some resources for mysterious sales. I've always gotten away with 10 or 20 resources for mysterious sales. And one thing since last video though that I have been doing is that I've been grinding the resources for our core. So this, I don't know how far I was in this, but right now the core is fully upgraded. So that's something I've been just collecting very slowly here the last couple of months to get to the max, so that I can progress with this hero further. So this today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update the hero. This is basically gonna be a 3 month wait to just give the account a huge upgrade. And that is another reason why I'm so excited to be back here making this video today, because now, you know, slowly accumulating resources for over 3 months, and today I get to bring it to life and really, you know, finally make some progress again. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And just looking at it now, the plan is we're gonna bring Elaine up to Tree of Origin 5, so that's gonna take some 10 stars. And the plan for this account has been to make Betty our 4th Transcendence hero, but I think I've also been talking about that a little bit earlier, been talking about Wukong. The thing is, right now I'm not able to participate in any PvP whatsoever, basically because first of all, Aspen team are not doing very good in PvP, but then also playing without Wukong makes it pretty much impossible. So just to get a little bit of a better fighting chance in those areas, and he is great for PvE as well with the shields and the stun. So actually I'm changing the plans there a little bit. Instead of making Betty our next Transcendence heroes for the account, it's gonna be Wukong and then Betty. In the meantime, as we are waiting for Transcendence materials, I want to bring my tenants up to E5. Also, I want to make Olivia E5 as well. So that's how we're gonna progress from now. That's the plan for the future here. I'm gonna try and make this video focused on the upgrades we're gonna make, and then maybe make a new video to just test everything out and see how far we can progress after the upgrades are made. So let's just dive in. Let's get started here. First up, we have our main character, and one thing I want to check out as well is the change that every single step we make, what it does, how much it changed. In the last video, I was gonna dive into X upgrade. We just hit it in campaign, but then of course we needed the resources, and it doesn't take that long to get, but I didn't have enough for the first level. Now, a couple of months later, I definitely do have enough for the first level, and I'm almost at 10,000 now. So let's just hit X upgrade, and that's 500 that we didn't have last video, and now we're up to 10,000. So there we go, and we can hit 20 here in the first one. We can also see here every single one upgrades. It's just a couple of thousand. So we go to 5 just first, and we're basically starting today off at 5,100,000 attack. And also, of course, it's time to get this guy to Destiny, and I would give that advice, or as well, to at least consider if you want to take your heroes this far, making it 120 in the Tree of Origin and full sublimation, because you have free team up arena, and if you have one character or one hero with full Tree of Origin, sublimation, and level, you step into the next bracket in Free Team Up Arena. I don't even know if the arena update was out when I hit this on my account for the first time, so I couldn't really change that, or if I just wasn't aware and I took it that far. But at least with the knowledge I have now, if I were to make a new account, I would definitely consider not stepping into the new bracket there. Anyways, for us it's too late, there is no going back. So we just keep going forward here. We are gonna make our first Destiny hero right now. And that's another exciting thing. We are gonna get ourselves another Transcendence hero today. We're gonna get started on Wukong. Okay, so we hit Destiny 1, and this is actually the first time ever I experienced Destiny, so it's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve to see how everything works as well. We get to pick one of these. We're just gonna go with that for now. We're gonna see how far we can take this, and we need stellar shards. We also have 400,000 of this saved up. Alright, so we were able to take the first one all the way to level 100 at the beginning here, and now to get to the next level to reach Divine Power 2 we need another 7 of these. So for now I think that's our max. Only for getting this to level 100 we were able to get an additional 360,000 attack and 43 million HP there. So we've come back now, we can see our attack is updated and we are at 5.7 million. So for someone with an account or an Aspen at this stage, it's quite an upgrade there. Very nice percentage wise. Alright, so we got that going as the first thing, and I don't think there's any reason for me to hold back on these upgrades either. Also, I was at 69 million when we started, now at 82. So you know what? We have a lot of resources here. I don't think we need to hold back. We're gonna keep leveling this up and see how much of our resources disappear. Yeah, we're going all the way to 20, and once we get there we need to further this X upgrade, and that costs 600, which is not really that much, and now we can take it even further than that. You know what, then we're waiting a little bit with that. We'll come back to that. I might have to restart. Alright, so just a quick restart of the game there. Let's see if it worked. Yes, now it says 21 there. I was pretty sure with the first try that we actually did manage to pay. We didn't get an error message. So now we're able to go to 40. And I do see now that this costs a lot of resources actually. So I think we're gonna unlock this for 60. And then we are just gonna step back quick. That looks pretty sweet right there actually, with the new portrait and everything. Okay, so that was some interesting upgrades on Aspen, our very first Destiny heroes on the account, also our very first hero to get into the X upgrades, and we almost got about 1 million attack there. And now we are gonna take a look at Elena, and here we have no sublimation and we have pushed through the first stage, and we're gonna take this further today. Alright, sweet, cap broken, we reached level 100, full upgrades there. We're not gonna take it further than this, it can stay there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring this one up to 400 as well. And yeah, our spirit is really taking a big hit today. I think we're down to half, maybe even lower, and that's a resource I haven't paid attention to in forever, since the beginning of the account basically. We never really had an issue with that. Alright, so we got this hero as well now up to 400, and we can have a look if that changed Aspen. It did. Over 6 million now since we got her as a tenant. We do also get some increase on this guy. Alright, so that was basically for part 2. We got some upgrades there, we got some upgrades there, and now we are moving on to our next project, which is gonna be Wukong. We are gonna get ourselves a new Transcendence hero today, so we can step in here to Gate of the Void. I waited until I could record this to make everything happen. So we do have the resources. Let's hit this. Then we want to evolve our Wukong. Hopefully everything is unlocked. Yep. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves our 4th Transcendence hero for the account. And now we are moving on to just upgrading this guy. We're just gonna make use of this. And this way I get rid of bag space, because we do have some better food heroes, if you want to call it that, in our bag. But I rather just keep them here. I rather keep our divine spirits here and everything like that, and just keep the bag clean. So now hitting 10 star here. The thing is, I definitely believe that this account is more than capable of getting Wukong to E5 and Void 4 and Tree of Origin without regressing anything. But I'm wondering if just to make the video smooth, I should regress Eloise and we can rebuild her later if I even need her anymore right now. Because that's another thing with not having really made a lot of progress in the last couple of months. We have a lot of resources to work with. I can show what the bag looks like right now. We have 81,000 shards here, which is almost 3,000 now. We also have these guys on 300, and then I have specific faction where I also have a lot, and we also have these elite shards for 70. So all this together is gonna be a lot of food. Let's actually go in here, and the thing is, I had so much celestial isle resources, so I've been able to create a lot of bag space, up to 54 here now. So we're just gonna activate those, and that takes me to over 400 now. So we got 150 there basically. I do want to put all these shards and everything to use as well, so I'm just gonna try and do that and just see how far we can go. We have a lot of bag space right now, so let's just do that. But basically we're gonna use some shards here. Since we have so much space, let's just go with 40, and then we get the rest in 4-star. We're just gonna get all of these, and yeah, we got a few there, and then we are gonna take this to 9-star. The thing is, I also gonna check if I have some 6-star shards in the bag or 6-star chests, because then I want to clear those out first. Yeah, we do. We can do 2 of these. There's no point in these chests sitting there. Let's just put them to use instead. We're gonna go ahead and make use of our new 9-stars. So there's the first one, and now I see we are behind on the copies for Wukong. However, we do have some elite star shards, so let's go ahead and summon that first. We don't hit. Then I think we're gonna take the opportunity to do something I haven't done in a long time, and that is the Compass of Transcendence. We're gonna use some cores here today. I'm at 350 cores, and we're gonna do some pulls. I also have some chests that we could specifically get Wukong for. I at least want to pull one Wukong here right now, so we're doing it a little bit quick just to get the copy there. There we go. Alright, so that took us about 60 cores to hit our first one. There we go with that. Perfect. And we're gonna hit 8-star. Then we're also gonna hit the 9-star, and they put the elite heroes on top instead of the food. So there we go with yet another 9-star, and now we aim to do the same with Norma here. We have these 2 elite heroes now. 9 stars is ready for 10. We're bringing Rose up, and also we're bringing Crows to 10 stars as well here. Perfect. We now have 2 more new 10 stars on the account there. So with that done, we can now take a little bit of a breather and just see where we're at. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10 stars at least that we can sacrifice, and for Wukong we're gonna need 11 for him to get sort of to the max upgrade we're looking for. So we're still short about 5 10 stars there. And I mean, with this done, it is looking like Eloise is not gonna survive this Wukong upgrade. We are gonna have to regress Eloise, and we're gonna have to use those resources for our Wukong instead. The thing is, we started at 2,800 I believe, or close to that, and now down to 1,400, so we have used up about half. So that's very good progress there. We got ourselves a bunch of new 10 stars. Alright, so that was it for the last push of our summons. Very nice. We were able to yet again get a 9-star in every faction, and of course we are gonna do just as last time. We're gonna make 2 of those into 10 stars. So there we go with that. Just make sure I don't put Antalion in. That would be pretty damn bad. Then we got the Sekis for this guy. Perfect. So that's an additional 2 10 stars right there. Now we have cleared out 2,000 shards here, and I don't know how many we started on in the 3 stars, but very good to get rid of some of the resources here. I rather have it in forms of 10 stars right now. And of course, onto our next step is just to bring this guy up to E5 and beyond. However guys, this is already now a pretty stretched out video, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it here. We had a great crafting session, so yeah, got rid of basically all the 4-star shards, all the 3-star shards as well, and now it's time to use that for some progress. However, we do need some new copies of Wukong, and I already started in this video here with 60 cores. But since I have so many cores, we are actually gonna continue with that in the next video. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a big core opener. We're gonna be looking for at least 3 new copies of Wukong, and we're gonna take, as I said, Wukong to E5 and beyond that. Stay tuned for that. Look out for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.